Shore stars at night spark the snow in full moonlight. You always make me feel alright. Idaho, I love you.
Clean air, land, and pure water. This is what makes Idaho a great place to live, work, and raise a family. Ask any Idahoan what it means to live in our great state, and you will understand the pride we all share in our natural heritage. It's why we live here. It's our lifeblood. Today, Idaho's environment is under increased and intense threats. The 2016 election created an atmosphere of alternative facts, a political environment that denies climate change and despises environmental regulation. The 2016 elections created a new political reality. But underneath the division and the ideological rhetoric, there are still ties that unite us as people, as a country, as Americans.
What I learned from the 2016 election is that environmental protection cannot be taken for granted, and that true action to protect our environment happens at the legislative level. Conservation Voters for Idaho inspires me because they are committed to act at the Idaho State House to preserve our Idaho way of life.
In Idaho, we have one common bond. No matter whether you're Republican, Democrat, Independent, or whatever you want to call yourself, Idahoans care deeply about the environment, and we cherish our public lands. Conservation Voters for Idaho is at the forefront of protecting Idaho's environment. We do this work by unifying Idahoans around this common bond. And we're bridging political divides, emphasizing that the environment is not an issue of right versus left, but of right versus wrong. Every day during the Idaho State Legislative Session, CVI has a presence in the State House, giving ears and eyes to the conservation movement. We work proactively with elected officials to pass sound environmental policies, and we fight to stop legislation that would harm Idaho's environment. With the help of hundreds of volunteers, we work to educate voters on the actions their elected officials are taking on the environment. CVI works to amplify the voices of pro-conservation voters, empowering Idahoans to speak directly to their elected officials. And we organize voters across Idaho to vote for their conservation values.
We can change the current political reality. It starts by strengthening the conservation community. Together, we are creating the political environment to protect the natural environment. Your support for CVI makes the difference. Thank you.
Idaho, I love you.